Welcome guys, this is my story trying to create my own game. Now I have zero experience in coding, but after too many videos on YouTube, I wanted to give it a try. The idea is pretty basic because I have zero knowledge on how to do it. So I decided to do some sort of a platformer where you are this cube and you are trying to jump up because under you it's lava who is raising up. So obviously you are trying to escape. Pretty basic, right? How hard can it be? After watching a lot of tutorials, it was time to get started. And I already got distracted of too many shiny icons. Anyway, now I was thinking one name to give it, so I was thinking to a very original one. Lava Escape. Yep, I know. The best name. Anyway. Alright, the first job which I had to do was to create a sprite so we can see our player when we are moving on the screen, right? And of course I decided to do a square. An orange. Hey, orange. Not that one. Yeah, an orange player. Amazing. Of course I had to do the same stuff for the wall because I need to walk on something so I don't fall out. After I managed to create the sprites, I had to create objects for each sprite because hell yeah, why not? Basically you make a sprite, you attach to the object, and with the object you can add all the coding part and stuff and using it in the game and playing. So I'm not gonna make a 5 hours long video how I watched tutorials and I tried to make the game work for me. So here you have just some pieces towards the end of the code in case somebody is interested, of course. After I finished with the create event, I started to make a step event. Basically, from what I understood, this is the piece of the code which calculates each frame what to do. So it's pretty important. After I managed to finish the first coding part where I was doing the movement, I had to test it, right? I made the first room, I pressed play, and all the emotions and stress hyped very high because, yeah, I don't want to see bugs. But I was lucky, everything worked perfectly, excepting the jump, which is way too small. And yeah, I changed that very fast, went in the create event, which, from what I understood, stores all the values in the beginning of the game or something like that. So I just made the jump higher. So we can, stronger. Right? Higher value, stronger jump or something like that. And everything was fine. Now I spent like 3 hours to make this, so I was very happy. So happy that I jumped out of the game. And with that small success, I made sure I understand the code and adding some explanation for me because I don't want to forget what everything does. And was time to do the double jump. Now honestly it was a bit easier than I expected. I didn't have to do too many things, just some small modifications each there. And pretty much that was it. I just changed the level so I can test it properly and I pressed again play. Again, I was very stressed, but eventually I was lucky enough to everything to work perfectly. So again, I was really happy about this. My next checkpoint, let's say, on my agenda was to do the lava. Basically, it's just a cube with a small ass code line, that just 3 lines, which I managed to do it by myself using the help manual. I'm very proud of it. Basically, when the lava is touching the player, game restarts and you die. Lava is just a cube, a longest cube, which is slowly rising up. But I played with the camera, which I also did it by myself, and you cannot see that. I changed a bit the level, of course I have what to test, and press play. Now here I was very stressed because I did it by myself, using the help manual again, but I was lucky enough everything to work again. Not sure if it's supposed to be like this without problems, but I guess it's just the beginning, right? And here we have. I already have a game of some sort where it's not completed yet, but it's a game. And eventually the last thing which I managed to do in the first day was to create my first, artwork. Yeah, let's call it like that. It's just a basic hint for people who don't know, they have to go up. Now I have to make sure that the lava is eating the sign also, so the sign doesn't stay above the lava. And I guess this was my work for the first day. At this point I was very tired. I was doing this thing all day, so I decided enough, it's enough. Now on day 3 I managed to do wall jumping. Yes, you heard me correct. Day 3. Why? Sadly, the entirety of the day 2 I was wasting it trying to make these effing moving platforms, and man, nothing works. But with his help, we managed to finish it. After that, I went to sleep, of course, because it was a long day. And in the beginning of the day 3, I finished the moving platforms and then this wall jump, which, man, it's a pain in the ass. It's very difficult. And with that out of the system, towards the end of the day 3, I decided to add my last feature in the game. It's gonna be basically this object, which I call it Danger, very original. If you touch it, you die. I just copy paste the code from the lava block object, and that's it. Yeah, pretty much this is all which I managed to do in the first 3 days. Taking consideration that it's my first time actually trying to do a complete game, I'm very satisfied with it. Of course, I had the small help with the platform bullshit, but yeah, if you liked, subscribe, leave a comment, some ideas or feedback, and see you in the vlog number 2 eventually. Bye.